I have the urge to say ba 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 ba, the working desk. Hello, this is Chan, and I should have thought of this before, but I'm only thinking of it now, so I want to show off some of what I do to set up and work on the Squire's Dragonary. The first thing that I do when I'm making the puppets for this project is that they are actually, oh my gosh, there's a hair. There is a process where I start drawing the characters on cardstock first. So that's how they end up with their pencil marks and sort of a handmade feel, because they do start being made by hand. And so they start this way, and then we bring them onto the computer by scanning them. I have some of his scans here, so he gets scanned into the computer to fairly high resolution so that we can mess with it without losing too much quality. And so we take that and we go into Photoshop. Derp, 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 taking 200 years to open. So we cut the back, those like the purple background off of it with the polygonal lasso tool until we have all of the pieces. Oh my gosh, it's so red. Alright, so it's a super duper bright red color because that just helps me see a little bit better. Well, it blinds me, but when it's just normal like that, actually I have no idea what body part. Okay, that's the body part. When it's set to normal, it's you know, it's opaque like that, but if you turn it to multiply, it turns transparent. And after that, we can start adding the paper textures, and no, I'm not going to save that. Alright, and then we went through the whole process of using like actual scans of paper that we purchased to paper up the textures in a digital format. I hope you can, oops, I'm sorry, that's my hand in the screen. Like you can see the texturing. It's supposed to look like it's still made out of paper. This is a set, these are some of the textures that we used for Calvin. There's this nice paper there. Oh my gosh, I don't know how well that's showing up. There is another part of the process where we go ahead and add all of the drop shadows so that he's got like some kind of a 3D feel. Why is it so far to one side? This is terrible. So you see how there's, you know, now there's shadows on the feet. It kind of gives off still being that like paper puppet sort of thing if you do the drop shadows like that. So each piece needed to be exported separately, and that went into our puppet assets folder, and Calvin's got his own folder, and look at all of the, okay, hang on, let's open this up. Whoosh, look at all of that! Okay, so each piece needs to be exported separately. Let's move the cursor. See, each head has its own file, and everything's really carefully labeled. Look at all the mouths! So these are all the mouths that we made, so Calvin can speak. Those are the lip sync mouths. And these are also labeled really carefully, so I know what each one is for. I kind of have a feel for which mouth is supposed to be which thing now, because I've worked with him a while. Eyebrows, eye set, eye caps, that's his eye caps are those little things that are above the eye, right there. So everything is saved into its own separate asset, and there's an entire file that has everything you want for a particular puppet. Alright, and we also saved a big file that's it's an assembly file, so it'll help when we're trying to put them into After Effects and actually building the puppets themselves. In any case, that is a quick overview of at least the part where going from the paper pieces on cardstock to papering them digitally. Sometime I might try to show a process video of that in more detail if people, you know, might want to see. But that's the basic idea right there. And the next part is assembling the puppets on After Effects, and I already did that for Calvin, but I'm going to go ahead and show it for Flory, so that will be the next video, because this one's already like almost 10 minutes long, and I think that is quite enough for today. Thank you.